Yo, what is good? Welcome back to the channel. So, um, I want to talk about something that not many people talk about, and this is something that's been irking me, but I'm not complaining about it. I'm just bringing the situation to light so people can have a better understanding on where I stand. So I tell a lot of people uh, that when they come up to me and they say, "Oh, I'm trying to live like you. I'm trying to travel, da da da." Like that's great. I'm all for it. But the thing is, I'm not traveling the way you think I am traveling. I'm traveling with a purpose. I'm traveling with a reason. So, if I wanted to be a world traveler, I would have cleared so many countries, so many cities by now. Like, I would probably be close to halfway, if not 60 to 70% finished already, because that's just how I think. But I travel to designated places for certain reasons, for uh yeah, just to really benefit my lifestyle and what I believe I deserve in life. So yeah, so the thing is, when you travel, and I'm talking about men, women, when y'all travel, it's, you know, there's really no purpose but just to enjoy yourself. So I totally understand that. I mean, there may be the select few that travel that are business related, but majority, like, I'm talking about the men. For the men, obviously, nothing is really given to us unless you have like rich parents, or I don't know, you got some sort of like crazy like generational wealth or whatever. But I'm talking about the ones that are working, right? So the ones that are still in wage slavery, 9 to 5s, the ones that are kind of scrambling to make it work, right? Living paycheck to paycheck. I'm talking about y'all. I mean, of course, I always want people to get out the country if they can, right? Especially if they have no indication on getting or they have no intention, not indication, intention of like living overseas, right? Or getting or what's it? Yeah, trying to be an entrepreneur, not trying to find their own job, start their own business. If they're not trying to do that, all right, I'll give you the pass, right? Go ahead, go visit whatever country you want to visit, and then take it all in, right? If you do 2 weeks, it's something. It's something rather than just not going at all. I give you that. But for the ones that are repeating, right, trips, like, bro, especially to the same place, like, that's where I draw the line. It's like, you've been to the same place before. So, what's like, of course, you may want to visit a different area, but you got the general concept, you grasp the general idea of that area. So, it's like, okay, if you really love that place so much, figure out how to live there or move there, because flights aren't getting cheaper nowadays, right? And, you know, I know they're trying to bring Spirit back, but it's not looking good for flights. And the thing is, if you're not like penny pinching, disregard all of this. Do what you want, but if you're actually like spending money traveling, your hard-earned dollars, like I'd say that should be least of your priorities. Um Yeah, it's very, very, I may sound very shallow, but I'm just, I'm INTJ, so I'm looking out into the future. I'm seeing like the repetitiveness, the necessary uh cost and purchases and everything. I get if it's a business trip, right? You need to fly somewhere to handle business, you're getting paid to show up or whatever. All right, boom, all expenses paid, costs are covered. All right, go for it. But if you're paying out of pocket and you still have a regular ass job, you should not be vacationing like that. That's a no no. Um, Let me see what else I was gonna say. Yeah, it's yeah, you just really gotta think. Really gotta think about where you're investing your money into. And that's where a lot of people they fail because it's like I only got one life and da da da. I'm like, all right, cool. Use that life. Use your younger years when you have your energy to, or even if you're older, still like, hope, pray to God you don't pass out and go out tomorrow. But you gotta invest, like really lock in, like whatever extracurricular activities you're doing outside of getting money, you gotta drop that if you're trying to make this leap of faith because that's what it is. Um, that's really it. Hopefully, you guys took in some knowledge from that. I'll share some of my experiences because I usually don't like when people they give advice or information and rant about what you should and shouldn't do without really sharing their side of the story. All right, so I never really traveled unless it was to my mom's country in Belize. Yeah, like and that was always covered, but when I was actually when I actually made my money and I didn't have to work anymore, I would actually like think like I wasn't even thinking about just vacationing out the country. Like I was thinking, all right, is this a place where I want to live indefinitely? So I did Japan first, and I was like, okay, place is great, but it's not really somewhere I would want to stay long term. I did Thailand. That place I was like, okay, this is getting a bit better. So Asia's kind of the general area. Then I did Brazil. And it was kind of going backwards as far as like living, right? But I was like every single time I picked a place, even when I chose Colombia, I was thinking like, is this somewhere where I would want to be long term? Now the thing is, I didn't want to miss out on Colombia because the thing is, even though Brazil was kind of a step backwards, I was like, okay, Colombia is kind of it's it's almost, I mean, it's right there next to Brazil, but it's like, oh, it could be different. So I gave it a couple days. I was like, nah, this ain't it. So went straight back to Asia and then back to US. And then like it's all about figuring out where you want to stay in the long run. So you can never like you can just focus on money when you get to where you need to be. And then you have to never worry about money again. I know it's a lot of money talk, but that's the reality of this world, as a man, especially. All right, guys. You guys keep it easy. Peace.